And hello fellow Tech Space Bandit here with another episode of World of Tanks, and today we are going to talk about map ARDENNES. Simply the best map in the game. Yeah, sure. The best map in the game. The shittiest map in the game. This map is so imbalanced that there is actually, honestly guys, there's not much to say about it. The only valid area of the map is the east side. From city, 5 line, 6 line, all the way to 0 line. That's it. As a matter of fact, if you drone on a north spawn and you're gonna push through the east, you can easily win the game. And your entire team has to push. That's all you gotta do. You gotta get the entire team to push through that side and you will be able to win the game. And this first game is going to exemplify how this is done. Now, first game is pretty much a steamroll. So our entire team went the same way because I've noticed that, you know, 4-man platoon that was on our team, they all went the same direction. So may as well just push through this side and get rid of all these guys over here, and you'll see what happens. We're just completely gonna demolish them. Now, second game is going to be a little bit different because there you'll see that the same strategy doesn't always work, right? So I'm gonna utilize the same strategy in the second game as in the first game because I'm gonna be drawn on the same spawn as in the first game, but it's not going to go as easy as this time around. Anyway guys, I apologize for a limited number of videos this week and probably gonna see less next week, and the reason why is because I'm on vacation on and off for the next 2-3 weeks, so I'm gonna have hard time getting on my PC and getting games out for you guys. So stay patient. I'm gonna get back to it at some point in time when, you know, colder months hit, probably somewhere September, October. I'm gonna have more time to do this, but right now it's just not good time. Still working and vacation time right now, so yeah, I won't have my computer with me up north, so yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, let's continue with this ruffle stomp or steamroll, whatever you want to call it. As you can see, I was up front with this tank, and again, this game is an AMX 30B. You guys probably are sick of this tank by now, but it is one of my most favorite tanks in this game at this point in time. I still love playing it. The funny thing about this tank is that even though it has no armor, it will bounce shells here and there. Just because it's so quick to move in and out, you know, forward and backwards. Traverse speed is so good that you can poke from around the corner and you can move back before the opposition fires. If their reaction time is not as good, this tank is absolutely fantastic for doing that. And that high alpha and pretty decent reload, yeah, it's really good. Absolutely good. So whoever complains about this tank, I don't know. I do love this tank. Penetration might be lacking just slightly, but still, having APCR rounds as standard rounds is just absolutely incredible. Anyway, it's finishing time here, so we're gonna go around this IS-4. As you notice, for final damage, we're first in order to get all of his HP. And we went all the way around him so that he has to turn in order to engage us. If he turns to engage us, our friendlies are gonna kill him, right? But because he decided not to engage us, he decided to engage our friendlies, we get all these ass shots into him, and we are able to get a little bit more damage out of that, right? Anyway, let's take a look at the post-game stats and see how we did. Fast game, but what, 6k damage, just like that, 1200 assisted because of some tracking shots. Only class 2 in this tank because, yeah, people are putting up good results in this tank. So yeah, prepare to do like 8k combined and you're gonna get class 1. That's the way it is. Anyway, finish on top of the team with 1200 base XP. Not too shabby. Okay, so second game as promised is on the same map and the same spawn. So what we're gonna do is do exactly the same as we did in game number 1. So, you know, on this map, you have really 2 options. 1, go into the city and brawl. 2 is take 9-0 line, like I mentioned. If you find yourself going anywhere else, 1, 2, 3, 4 line, 5 line, you're not gonna win the game. Because you're not gonna encounter anybody there, first thing. Second, you're gonna be way away. That's not the way to say it. Way away. Far away from the fight. right? So second, you're not going to get no damage. You're going to have no impact on the game, right? So you got to look at the distribution of your team. Now, if a lot of your tanks go in that direction, go into area D3, D4, somewhere around there, then obviously you're going to have to think about whether you should be going there or not. But if your entire team is going city, middle of the town, and the 1-0 line, sorry, 9-0 line, what's the point? There's no point going there, right? So I'll just do the basic thing on this map, because honestly there isn't too many strategies on this map, and if any of you know any better strategies how to play this map, please enlighten me, because I've played this map for a few years now and I don't know how to freaking play this. So regardless, I come here. Usually when I have a good gun, I will come here. I'll try to support my friendlies that are spotting. That's the first thing to do. Now, I don't know what this heavy tank is doing on my right-hand side, but it is what it is. So we're going to sit around here for a bit, and we're going to snipe. You're going to say, space camping. Yes, I'm a camper. Especially on this map, I like camping. Yes, camping is my thing. So I'm going to observe the map. So I'm playing passive. Again, I'm in a medium tank. Don't have much armor. I don't have to push the everything from the beginning. I'm not a heavy tank. I don't have to go brawl right away. Or heavy tank destroyer, right? I have very accurate gun, good rate of fire. I'm just going to support as much as I can early in the game. And then I'm going to get myself in a fight. But before I get myself in a fight, I want to see where it would be beneficial for me to go, right? So that's why I'm paying attention to the map. And for me, the mini-map is the most important, because I always look at the mini-map. Now, some say there is advantages between one or the other map. Obviously there are. Compass is really incredible if you're fighting up close and you don't know what's coming or approaching you from which angle, so it is much easier to read. But if you play the game long enough, you'll get used to the map, the mini map itself, and you'll be able to work with that instead at the same time. And I found myself working with mini map is really good at this point in time, because it gives me more situational awareness. In the past, I never used minimap. When I started playing the game, I was all compass for at least 2 years in this game. But it wasn't easy to switch, but once you switch, you'll figure out how to play with the minimap. Anyway, so like I did in my last game, I decided to move up. I'm like, okay, we exhausted our shots of damage. We pushed the opposition back. This is the time to move up right now and just annihilate them. And I thought this was going to be exact same situation as in the last game. I'm just going to move in, I'm going to shoot them up, and we're just going to ruffle stomp or steamroll and win the game. It's not going to happen. Trust me, it is not going to happen. The reason why is because we lost the town. Yes, boys and girls, in the last game there wasn't much presence, there wasn't much opposition's presence in town. In this situation there is. So now I find myself kind of in a crossfire, because this E5, I don't think anybody from my team has shots at him, or maybe some of these guys that are in D0 have shots at him. So I gotta really engage him and use my rate of fire at this point in time, and use my mobility, move up and down the hill. Hopefully he can miss, and I'm gonna try to put shells into him. As you can see, I'm trying to wiggle my turret, but all of a sudden IS-7 shows up. I'm like, holy shit, dude, do you know where you're going? Now I have tanks behind me, I have this IS-7 in front of me, and I'm like, okay, I'm in trouble. I think I'm gonna die here. So I have to scramble. I move in front of this dead wreck, and I'm like, okay, at least I need to protect myself against this IS-7. And all he's gotta do is put one single shot into me. But in order to do that, he needs to overexpose. He needs to come out, and my friendlies will be able to shoot at him. So he decided to just face hack the dead tank and shoot my friendlies instead of me. At the same time, I'm in a survival mode. I'm just trying to survive over here. Now, there's a tank on my right-hand side. There's 2 tanks in front of me. There's this leopard right there. I'm going to try to poke up and hit him. But unfortunately, I was in a different view, and I did not expect. I forgot that I switched the view. And we do manage to pen him, but now we're pretty much a one-shot. But he pokes out, and we managed to take him out. And we're going to keep on playing here. I know I'm safe here from left-hand side. No one can hit me. But the guy that's in front of me and the guy that's on my right-hand side might be able to poke and get me out of the game. Now, this object 430 is spotted. I'm not. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to be sneaky here. I'm going to try to come up and track him or even hit him if I could see a little bit of his lower plate. So we're gonna wait up here until he gets spotted. And once he gets spotted, we're gonna hit him. But we just track him and we draw a critical. We don't take him out of the game, so we have to drop behind the dead body of the tank over here, but he gets taken out by our friendlies. So we get that assisted damage at the same time. So now that we know that there's no one in town, that was cleared up. Now we could probably flank these guys on this side and put some shells into them. Now, if I had a little bit more HP, I would probably risk this play. But because I'm almost dead, I have what? 68 HP left or something of that nature. I'm trying to lose my sixth sense, and I'm gonna try to use that bush. What I was thinking about using that bush in front of me, but I had a feeling these guys were paying attention to me, so I decided not to risk it. And my team is there anyway, so I decided to use my mobility to go around through the other side and get some additional damage that way. So the opposition is not going to be paying attention to me, they'll be paying attention to my friendlies, and I'll take advantage of the situation, right? So that's exactly what I'm doing here. But I don't think, from what I remember, I'm not going to get a lot of damage here, because I think our team is going to push hard here and they're just going to annihilate the opposition at this point in time. Well, we do have shot at this E100, but unfortunately we bounced that shell. Can we put one more shell into him? I don't remember that. No, we don't. And he gets taken out of the game. But again, the same strategy worked out. Most of our team pushed through 9 and 0 line. We had some presence in town. There were some tanks over there, but they lost town. Yet we still were able to hold that one side of the map and prevail. Even though it was a little bit sketchy later on in the game, we did manage to prevail. So just to add everything up, map Ardennes has zero balance, guys. Zero balance. This map has zero balance. It's awful to play, and I think Wargaming has to figure out how to make this map better, to be honest, or just take it out of rotation. Anyway, we finished with 4.3k damage, 1400 base XP. We fired 23 shells, 20 direct hits, 12 penetrations. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. That's it for now. Until next time, happy tanking. Space Bandit, check it out.